is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another week's Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 4. And you know what? Another great, even at times excellent episode. This was more of a dialogue heavy episode. There are some action scenes, one at the start, which I'm not going to say what it is, but it's a surprisingly good fight. It's a really fun and exciting action scene. There are a lot of hand-to-hand combat in that one. And then again, towards the end, there's a couple of sequences. They're very short in terms, but they're very effective. It's short, effective, right to the point. They're not long, overdrawn action sequences, but they're very well done. Again, looking at these sequences, they definitely feels like this show is a sequel to Civil War, Winter Soldier. It just the same design, the same kind of feel to everything, the fight, the cinematography, the all the aspects of it just again feels like that it's still continuing that tradition, that it's not going off path. The other thing I really liked is how a lot of the characters' motivations and their ideologies kind of came through. There's this amazing sequence at the start of the episode with Bucky. Basically, it's his time in Wakanda and how he healed, and it is a tearjerker. I was bawling. For some reason, I couldn't control myself. It really shows that how Captain America looked at him and why he believed so much in Bucky, and the kind of respect why Bucky respected him, and that emotion really came through. It's his time. He's thinking about his time as a Winter Soldier, and it really came through. There was so much emotion in there. It was a great way to start the episode. Zemo again is used in a really good manner. Again, they're putting a lot more spin to his character in this series. They're going back to what Zemo was in Civil War, the way he manipulates, the way he uses words, the way he uses situations, and it's starting to show in this episode. His style is unique in his own way, and how he manipulates and how he keeps things to himself and just give the right amount of information just to get things done, just to get his path cleared and get what he wants. Very well done. There's also a scene between Sam and Karli, and why each of them thinks they're right. And this really long sequence in terms of the dialogue is so well done. You just sit there and you listen to both of them just telling their sides, and you agree with both of them and why they're doing what they're doing, from where they're coming from, and everything about them is just through that dialogue. It really comes through. Even though this episode is very dialogue heavy, it never feels like the pacing is slow at any point. The pacing stays intact throughout. It never feels drawn. I did feel that, I think, in some of the previous episodes, maybe the last one, where it was kind of slow. It just took time sometimes, and it felt like that it was a bit on the slower side. Even though with the more dialogue heavy aspect of this episode, it never felt that way, and I think that was very good, because it just found a perfect way to balance the action and the dialogue, but in a manner also where the dialogue is so interesting you just never feel like the episode is dragging. John Walker and his partner, there's also a scene between them and how they're discussing about serum and if it should be used or not be used, and it just it is completely different from what Sam and Bucky and these fellas they think, because there's also a scene between Sam and Zemo, and Zemo's asking him that question about the serum, and it just, you see these ideologies clash, and it's like, you get that gist of what these characters really are and what this new Captain America, what he really is, because after those two sequences towards the end, towards the climax, the ending is one of the best endings in a TV show. It is horrific in a lot of ways, because once you see it and you think about who owned that shield before this person, who really owned the shield. I'm not including Sam as part of the calculation. He kind of gave it up. We haven't seen him use it yet, but Captain America, Steve Rogers, and what his ideologies were and what he thought of the world and how he used that shield, and that image of John Walker, the new Captain America, just standing there with that shield in that manner is wowza. It was so shocking, and it's hurtful in a way when you see the history behind the shield. So overall, I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. It is a very, very well done episode. Again, in my opinion, maybe the action scenes could have been longer because I am an action junkie, but I also understand why some of the action sequences were small in the way, especially towards the end, towards the climax fight scenes. There's two, and they kept them on the shorter side because of that big scene that's coming up after that. So what did you think about this episode? Do you think this series is going on the right path? It's improving? Do you think it's going downwards? Leave a comment below. Let me know. And other than that, just say thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you like this review, if you want to watch others, there's a whole lot on the channel. Please go have a watch. And yeah, other than that, take it easy. Take care, and I will catch you all later. Other than, ta-ta, AK out.